see the underside of the brickwork, which is never good because it shows that nothing's underneath it holding it up, if that makes sense. I was panicking, thinking, oh no, there's nothing here supporting this, as the lintel was behind the brickwork. The lintel's here, brickwork is here. I spoke to a couple of people, and it turns out the lintel was pre-casted in with the brickwork, so the brickwork is tied into the lintel, if that makes sense. So that lintel is holding that brickwork as well. But yeah, I mean, it's not good. But the structural engineer did say to me, it's fine, leave it, just don't disturb it. So I'm just going to put a lining in and then leave it. So now I've taken the walls out, the floors don't match up, they're not level. As you can see here, this one's quite bad, there's about 50 mil in there. So I'm going to give it a go on the power screed. I'm actually going to have to put something down first before I screed this, as 50 mil is quite deep. Let's give that a go, that might be quite fun. Let's see if I can pop that up. Let's go.
So I began to screed the floor. I picked a self-level screed which could be laid on top of insulation. These were £17 a pack, and I went through 10 of these, which was actually quite expensive. I probably should have used sand and cement.
There's a few nasty cracks in the property. This one was the one I was especially worried about, which was hiding under the wallpaper. I had this looked at by some structural engineers and they said that it was fine. There was no movement on the outside of the property, it was just here on the inside. But what I'm going to do is rake them out, hoover all the debris and anything loose, paint it with a bit of water and a bit of mastic in there to start with. A plasterer told me that helps with movement if you put a bit of plaster, if you put a bit of mastic in the crack as deep as you can go, and then put the filler and maybe a bit of mesh or something if you have anything to hold it all together, and then that mastic can still move behind the filler, I assume. So in bedroom one, the walls actually aren't too bad. I'm just gonna try and paint over it. It's actually wallpaper, which I soon found out when I ripped a few little bits off. I saw on YouTube that if you use this stuff, where I've ripped the wallpaper here, if you spray this primer on and then put a smooth bit of filler on, that should come out looking quite good. So sucks the moisture out. Woo! It's hard work this mixing malarkey. Trouble is, if you add too much water, the filler will then slump. So there you can see I have a nice paste.
Once I had the house electrical first fixed, I then filled the larger chasers with thicker filler, which is better for deeper areas. And the old sockets I filled with foam, cut the foam off and did the same with the filling.
Just simply apply the area.
So I began blue gritting, which is the world's most messiest job. This stuff is literally grit and glue, so it gets everywhere. But it helps the plaster stick to the ceilings. It's definitely worth doing if you've got Artex.
Oh my word. Nice. So I'm just getting rid of the last little pieces in the kitchen, the little niggly jobs. Sink's been disconnected now, which is good, so I can remove all of this and start preparing the walls for plaster. So I need to plasterboard these little areas, as you can probably see they're quite a bit deeper. It's just the areas where it's been bricked up, just sits back a little bit. Yeah, that's the plan. Let's get to it then, let's go!
I had to scrape all of the tile adhesive off the walls before I put the blue grit on. Yeah, this stuff is quite hard work. So I tried fitting the window boards for the first time and cocked it right up. The boards ended up miles away from the wall, so I tried again with another tactic. It's actually worked out alright.
Okay, so in the toilet there's this little cupboard. I'm going to put a corner basin in there, so I need to remove this for the plumber. I'm just thinking of putting this near the boiler. Put it in there, near the boiler, so you've got easy access. So yeah, let's give it a go. Okay, so this is the lining which has just come out of there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a template around this, onto this wall. Hopefully I can just put it all in and that would be fine, but yeah, we'll see.
toilet. I mean, the access is there. I just think when I've taken it off and refitted it, it's cracked. This split here as well. I mean, it just needs new framing, I think, and then I think that's good to go. Thanks for watching, guys. Please make sure to subscribe for the next episode.